What is up everybody, my name is Tonny and I'm here with another Warframe guide video. And in this video we will be looking at Gara Prime or Umbra Gara because of the Umbra mod I do have on this Warframe. Before I show you guys the Warframe builds that I got for you guys might want to get a stat stick for your Gara for the Shattered Lash. Now you guys don't need to exactly use the Bonus Prime, but since this is a signature weapon for Gara, I decided to use this instead. You guys can use Dark Dagger as well if you guys want to get that instead, because that actually has a augment or exclusive mod for that basically does, well, good stuff for the Shattered Lash. Now when it comes to the mods you guys want to put on Shattered Lash, you guys want to go for damage. So I do have the damage mods here with elemental stuff. Corrupt Charge for the initial combo, because it does actually use combos for whatever. I think it's for damage or something like that. So I think combos are great for the damage itself, but building it up is just not really ideal, so might as well get the Corrupt Charge to get the initial combo of 30. Spoil Strike, yep, you guys want to get that as well. The attack speed does not matter here. Now I do have a Ribbon for, not for a stat stick, but just for melee in general. So I do have Slash and Electricity, which is, well, decent enough, so might as well put on here. But there is a better mod for that, obviously. You guys want to get the Auger Strike, or you guys want to try and get Prime Heavy Trauma if you guys want, or Buzzkill, but not, well, but not something like this. I mean, status chance does not come into play here, or critical chance for the stat stick here. So, and also the damage infested as well. So for ribbons, you guys don't need to have one. So here I have 3 builds without using subsuming or the Helminth system here. So we have all the stock or vanilla abilities here on Gara. First off will be the Nuker Build, which basically uses the massive vitrify to nuke enemies. Now when it comes to this build, you guys do need to be at the same level as the enemies to use the explosion damage, because if you guys, let's say, are on top of the enemy and you guys decide to explode the mass vitrify or the glass or whatever, you will not hit the enemies from below ground, because again they need to be the exact same level as you. So when it comes to using this build or any builds at all, you guys want to get that steel charge, because the melee damage will buff the Shattered Lash. And when it comes to the stats here, you guys want to try and get max range as much as possible. You guys don't need to get Cunning Drift, but again, try to get as much range as possible, and then you guys can get the strength ability. You guys don't really need duration for this build because, well, again, this is a Nuke build, so it does not use Splinter Storm or the Spectral Rage here. When it uses the Mass Vitrify and the Shadow Lash. And when you guys are using this build, be sure to use this on Fissures. I tried this out on Steel Path. It's pretty decent on there, but it does make your life a lot harder. But in the long run, if you guys just keep going and going, you guys should not have any issues, because you will be stacking up Splinter Storm if you guys will be using Splinter Storm and Steel Path. I think you guys actually do need to use that. Actually, you guys might want to use Splinter Storm on that, and the duration on that is actually 15 seconds or 16 seconds on that. So you guys should have enough time to rebuff the duration on the Splinter Storm if you guys are planning to use this on Steel Path. But when it comes to Fissures, you guys do not need to use Splinter Storm on this, because it basically destroys enemies like crazy. It just destroys them, and you guys shouldn't have any issues at all. Okay, so this next build is the Splinter Storm build, or yeah, Splinter Storm with the Mending Splinters augment. This will keep you alive. The heals per second is actually not that bad, and it only heals 3 health per second, which is not that bad either. But again, this actually will help you guys a lot. I do have a demo for that. Now when it comes to the stats here, it's pretty much self-explanatory here, except that you guys want to get stock, range, and efficiency, so that way you guys can spam Mass Vitrify as much as you guys want, as well as stacking up the damage. So you guys will need to spam that a lot in the beginning of, well, playing any mission, and then throughout the entire time, if you guys get around 300,000 to 400,000 damage in Steel Path, you should be able to wipe the Greniers in less than 2 to 3 seconds at most. Now when you guys are using this build, you guys can use this on Fissures as well, but usually this is made for Steel Path. Now when it comes to the stats, again, duration will be coming to the 200% range, because you guys want to try and get 45 seconds. Now when you guys are using this build, you guys will try to want to get as much energy as possible in the beginning of the mission, so that way you guys can spam your Mass Vitrify. The third build is basically the combination of Nuker and Splinter build with the addition of Spectral Rage, Spectral Siphon augment here, so you guys can use all 4 abilities, because all 4 of these actually synergize really well together. Alright, so I only have one build that is assumed or Helminth system type thing here with hybrid Warframe abilities, and that is the Warcry on the Splinter build here. Now the reason why we placed the Spectral Rage for the Warcry, well, I don't use Spectral Rage at all, or Spectral Siphon. And when it comes to Warcry, this does synergize really well. The armor increase is insanely good, as well as the duration is fits pretty well with this build. The speed increase and the speed decrease of the enemies or yourself is just really nice. So you get really fast attack speed since you are going to be meleeing a lot in the Splinter Storm build here, as well as, well, getting that really nice Eternal War augment here for extending the duration. This is like really a must-have build here. I can't think of any other abilities out there for this Warframe build here. So if you guys are planning to use a Splinter Storm build, I highly recommend Warcry. This will make you God mode basically. And if you guys have seen the demo for my non-Helminth build on the Splinter, you guys will notice that I barely even got downed at all, or basically straight up never got lower than 100 HP on that. So this one should pretty much make you alive a lot better. However, if you guys are not down with the Splinter build, there are other subsuming abilities for you guys to use on a different build. For instance, the all-rounder build that I have before, as well as the Nuker build maybe. But when it comes to the nuking build, I don't really plan on subsuming anything onto that until later on. But for the all-rounder, for those that want to use all 4 abilities or want to use whatever you guys want to use, there are other abilities out there that can definitely fit. So the first one would be War, all-around great choice for damage. Dispenser is pretty good for the energy, so you guys can replace Spectral Siphon or Spectral Rage for Dispensary because it does fit well with the duration. Pillage could be used to strip armor and provide defense as it restores shields, but then the duration also helps more than range, so it synergizes well with Gara's build. Thermal Sunder as well as Fire Blast could also be used, but it's kind of weird for Gara, so it's up to you guys if you want to use that. And that is it for this video, you guys. If you guys do enjoy this video, give it a like, subscribe to support my channel. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, you guys, peace out.